Hello again, boys and girls. Welcome back. Today we are on book number 35, The Slacker Family. So it's time to head up. Okay, so you have book 35, The Slacker Family. Put today's date, whatever day you are completing this lesson. And our word work today, we're going to be looking at R-influenced vowels. Okay, so that's all I want you to write for right now. So you can press pause, so you can head up, and then we'll begin. All right, so I think this is a little bit closer. Okay. Okay, so sometimes in your writing, you might have a vowel and then the letter R. And when you were younger, you might have learned about something called Bossy R or R-influenced. Basically, the R makes the two letters make a new sound. Okay, so I underline the U and the R makes a another this one, this another one, or, Okay, so the first one I want you to write is the word turkey, turkey. Next, write the word herd, herd. After herd, better, better. Next word, deer, deer. So you don't even hear that A, it just makes it deer, makes a new sound. Last word, another, another. So we have turkey, herd, better, deer, and another. And don't forget, if I'm ever moving too fast, just press pause so you can catch up. Okay? Let's look on the other side. This first word, answer, answer. All you hear is that Next word, shirt, shirt. Underneath shirt, we have visitor, visitor. Next, we have curly, curly. And the last word, shark, shark. Okay? So every day we're going to be doing a little bit of word work because it's going to help with your spelling and also your decoding when you're coming across words you've never seen before. And you're like, I don't know how to pronounce that word. If you can remember these patterns, it will give you some clues. Alrighty then. So today our book, back you up a little bit, is The Slacker Family. I really enjoyed this book. It was quite a humorous book to read. Did you enjoy the book? All right. So The Slacker Family is about a family of slackers. Do you remember what that word slacker means? So a slacker is a person who is lazy. Okay, it's a very lazy person. All right. So what I want you to be thinking about as you read this book today is I want you to be looking for information from the illustrations. So the illustrations are the drawings, okay? So they're pretty much made to entertain us and to help the story progress along. But a lot of times the author can give you clues as to what's going on in the story without saying it, but he might send you a message through the illustrations, okay? So he might let the illustrator know what he wants, what the idea is that he wanted to convey, to get across through these illustrations, okay? All right, so I want you to open up to pages 2 and 3. It's divided into 3 sections: Laundry Day, Mr. Slacker's Job, the Super Duper Memory Twanger. Okay, so get yourselves ready to read. Okay, so I'm going to read a bit of this book with you. So remember, as we're reading, I want you to look really, really carefully at the illustrations. Look at what's going on. Okay, look at what you think is important, why you think that the illustrator added parts that he did. Okay, all right, so read with me. Page 4, Laundry Day. It was a beautiful sunny Saturday, but something was wrong at the Slacker's house. The family was having breakfast, and they looked a little odd. Mr. Slacker was wearing a suit jacket and baggy shorts. Quentin had on his old baby bib in place of a shirt, and the lovely Mrs. Slacker was wearing her wedding gown. Sadly, it did not fit her as well as it had some years ago. Okay. Brand new book, the pages are hard to turn. All right. Then Violet came in, dressed in the kitchen curtains. "You look ridiculous," she told Quentin. "Well, none of my other clothes are clean," her brother answered. "All of my clothes are dirty too," Violet admitted. Mr. Slacker nodded. "We're all in the same boat," he said. "I wonder what we should do." "Go fishing?" Quentin guessed, but that wasn't right. So don't forget, if you click on that CC button, the closed caption, the words come up nice and big as I'm reading. Okay, I'll read this last page. "Yap, yap, yap, yap," Slug barked. So Slug is the dog. That was the correct answer, but no one listened to him. So he began to whine and scratch at the laundry room door. The lovely Mrs. Slacker was thinking very hard. She said, "Maybe we could—" "Yes, dear?" asked Mr. Slacker. "No, that won't work. Never mind," Mrs. Slacker said. All right, so I want you to complete the Slacker family, and then I'm going to give you a thinking activity, a writing activity. Okay, so you should have finished reading the Slackers. And as you were reading, I was asking you to look for information in the illustration. So there were some messages that the illustrator and the author were sending you, even though they didn't directly say it. So this is your writing activity. Okay, so here we go. Writing. At first, the dog seemed to be an unimportant character, but the illustrations and his actions show how important he really was. Give some examples. So in this book, when we first started to read, it just seemed like the dog was just a dog. He wasn't really important to the story. We didn't really need to pay attention to him. But as the story went on, he was quite important to the story. He was quite important. So I want you to give me some examples. So let me show you what Miss Brown did. All right, so let me grab my book. It's over here. This is my example of what I want you to do. All right, so look through the illustrations and find some examples of how the dog was important. So this is my example. On page 4, so let me turn to page 4. Oh, lost my marker. Okay, page 4 and 5. Okay, should have put on page 5 actually, but on pages 4 and 5, the dog feeds himself. So the dog feeds himself because the slackers are too lazy to feed him. So if you look on pages 4 and 5, they're all sitting around the table, and there's Slug, the dog, pouring himself some dog food because the rest of the family is too lazy to feed him. Okay, so he's kind of important. He kind of helps the family out. So there are more examples in the book of how Slug, the dog, is important. Okay, so I want you to find those examples and write them down in your writing book for me. Okay, so that is our lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a fun story to read, and I will see you soon. Bye.